have these little annoying fucking compies here. So what you're gonna want to do, you see these rocks? Hit triangle. Hit triangle, yeah. That just helps collect shit. So, you're gonna collect shit when you first get up. Well, first, you're gonna make sure you're safe. And if you're not safe, if shit's coming after you, you're gonna run. You're gonna press down on the left analog stick. You're gonna run for it. I don't know where you're gonna run, but you're just gonna have to run. Run till you're safe or until you're dead. Because more than likely, if you spawn in and there's danger around, unfortunately for you, you're gonna get got. And you're gonna have to spawn in again, probably somewhere else. So yeah, once you made sure there's no danger, then you can start collecting stuff. Alright, so let's say you got a bunch of rocks and sticks and things. Oh, you want to go up to these bushes too. Hit triangle on those. That's how you're gonna get your fiber. You're gonna get a bunch of berries. You're gonna want those things. So let's say you got that shit. Now, here's how you do this. Here's how you pull up inventory, first of all. You hit circle button. That pulls up your inventory. Now, when you first get here, you ain't gonna have none of this shit. All you're really gonna have is this implant. You cannot take that out. You can't do nothing with it. You're gonna have this, and then you might have some skins and free things that art gives you. And those are nice and all, but they're not gonna help you. They're just like skins. So, let's say you collected some shit. Alright, so to move around in an inventory, you know, just the left analog. I'm actually gonna have to eat. Oh, and to do that, hit R2 on things in your inventory to use them, or the food to eat them. And you can hold it down to just keep doing it. Most of these berries are good for you to eat. Just do not eat these black ones, and don't really eat the white ones unless you need stamina. The white ones will give you stamina, but they'll deplete your food. And you don't want your food all the way gone, because then you'll start starving, and that'll take from your health. Yeah, don't eat the black ones, because they're narco berries. They'll knock you out. Unless you really need to heal, they can help heal you, but just make sure you're in a very safe place, because you might get knocked out. So I'm just gonna eat those. Whatever you do, don't accidentally eat poop. I mean, sure, it should be a given not to eat poop, but sometimes you'll have the poop in your inventory, and maybe you're not looking, and you'll eat it. I mean, it'll just screw your health up for a while, but yeah, don't eat poop. What you do want to eat is berries and cooked meat. You don't really want to eat raw. You do want it cooked. I can show you all that shit soon, too. Okay, anyway, back to the inventory thing. Circle, bring it up. Now, you can use your analog stick to go over to this crafting area here. Or you could just hit R1. And L1 won't do it. I don't know why. L1 won't just make you go back to the other one. You gotta keep hitting R1 to switch these. So R1 does that. Okay, so let's say you got enough stuff to make... Well, let's just make this campfire. You're gonna want that anyway when you first start. You're gonna want... When you first start, you will already have some engrams. And that's just what these little things are to help you make things. Oh, excuse me. So you're gonna want to make, especially a torch. That's probably one of the first things you're gonna want is a torch. And let me tell you why. Because if you spawn and it's nighttime, or it becomes nighttime, and you're a newbie, and you're without a torch, you're gonna have a bad time. Because there's these little fuckers, they're called Trudons. And they're a nighttime hunter, and they will come out in packs, usually, and they do torpor. they'll knock you out, and then they'll just bite you and bite you and bite you until you're dead. They're terrible little bastards. So a torchlight keeps them away. And, well, makes it able to see. It is very bad to be caught out at night in this game when you first start. I used to have some pretty heart-pounding moments when I first started. You don't want to be caught out at night without a torch when you first start this game. So anyway, yeah, make a torch. And then you definitely want these two things. Well, yeah, you want the pickaxe. Spears will just help you fight. I mean, they break, though, very often. You'll have to make a bunch of them. And an axe. You definitely want to get you an axe and a pickaxe when you first start. So here's why. Because they will help you build things like a base. So, take your pickaxe. You're going to hit R2. R2 makes you use it. So remember, go to your inventory, hit circle, hit one of these with R2, it makes you equip it. But even easier is just putting things on the hotbar down here. So you can click something with X, you could drag it down here. Well, this isn't a good example. Let's use the gun. Drag it down here, and then put it on the hotbar. See it down there, ready for you? So, to use the hotbar, you just use the directional keys. You know, pretty easy. It'll click which corresponding one. And to get to that other hotbar, you hold in L1. And then you hit the buttons. See how I'm getting these up? Okay. So to aim with a long-range weapon, like to aim in further, you hit R2. Or not R2, L2, my bad, L2, left one. And then R2 will fire it. I wouldn't dare try to kill this guy right now. Well, he's only level 20. I could. But I'm gonna show you the pick versus the axe in doing some things. Trying to stay away from them seagulls. You see them motherfucking seagull? Where'd he go? No. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. I don't want to get too close to that. Cause the seagulls are terrible. They'll steal your shit. They'll jack your shit, and the bad thing is, you cannot get it back. No matter what. They eat it, and it's gone. At least with Pegos, at least you could get your shit back. What level is this turtle? 90. Okay, he's not a good example. I would just take down that Bronto, but the thing is, that's not a good example to show you guys either. Because they do trample damage, and it just wouldn't be a good time. Fighting him melee is not a good time. You want to do range for them. Oh yes, this guy here. This guy here. Ooh, he's super important. Let me tell you why. Because when you first spawn, these guys are going to be your best bet of survival. These guys. Yes, I know. It's just a dodo bird. They don't do nothing. I mean, I find them very cute. I think it's a shame that you have to kill them when you spawn in. So, let's say you got your axe ready. Or not axe, pick. Either way, any weapon will do the job. And dodos ain't gonna fight back. So, smack the damn thing. Yes, it'll kill them, and it's very sad. But, you need their meat. Pickaxe will get you meat better. See, and you just swing it when they're dead, it'll give you their meat. And hide. So to get hide better, you'll want to use the axe. Because think of it this way, the axe will help, like, skin it, right? Like a real animal. An axe will help skin it. Well, I mean, if you use a pickaxe on a real animal, all you're gonna do is fuck up the meat, but... in this game, it harvests the meat. What level are you? 130, 150. Oh god, okay, he's not a good example either. Well, you know what? They won't do shit to me. I'm not worried. Well, let's get this guy. Okay, so these turtles are harmless. They won't fuck with you. You can even run into them and touch them. They won't get mad. The moment you swing at them, they'll get mad. So, hit R2. The green numbers are mine. The yellow numbers are the enemies. So just keep swinging. Keep on swinging till it's dead. And you see, when they get low health, most things will run like this. Don't let them get away. Why did that make him unconscious? Oh, what? Okay, normally the axe just kills things and not makes them unconscious. Okay, but let's say you do knock something out like this. I guess this is the perfect opportunity to show you how to tame then. Okay, well, let's say it's knocked out unconscious like this. There's several ways to go about this. Turtle is an herbivore, so what he wants is berries and stuff. I don't have the kind of things he wants right now. But, let's say I did. Let's just grab some berries then. Here, watch this. Yeah, pick this. You see, the herbivores especially like majo berries when it comes to taming. The majo berries are the purple ones. I actually need some more for this example instead of just that. When you pick these, you're gonna get all kinds of berries, but you especially want the majo ones. Okay, so then go back over to it. You see, it'll say access inventory. Hit triangle. Now what you want to do is take this, hit X. Well, you might have to do it this way because it's a little janky. Double click the X, and that'll just bring it over. And you see that it's eating. You see those two bars? You got an unconscious meter and a taming meter. The unconscious meter will keep going down. That's the torpor. The taming meter will go up as long as you've put the right food in its inventory. Every creature wants different kinds of food. Herbivores, you know, usually will take berries, crops, that kind of thing. Carnivores, you know, meat. And there's different kinds of meat in this game, and some meat is better than others, especially prime. So let's say you're serious about taming this guy here. You'll want to make sure there's no dangers in the area. If there's dangers, you gotta go kill them. Because what they're gonna do, they love things that are unconscious. They're gonna come over here and try to kill them. Even the game will spawn in things to try to kill your fucking tame here. So you just want to be alert. What I like to do, I like to get out another tame and just kind of place them far away, but around. Place them around where I'm trying to tame something. And so when something tries to come over and aggro, it'll normally aggro to them, and they'll kill it. So that's one strategy. I'm not serious about taming this guy. I already have like 1,000,000 turtles. I'm gonna take this back. I know this is cruel. I know I could just leave it. But, there is also a roster that you have to be aware of in this game. And turtles have a fuck ton of health, so... Okay, so now it's dead. Anyway, if you're trying to tame something, you won't do what I just did here. You would just wait. You would just keep food in its inventory and wait. And when the unconscious meter goes down, what you would do is access the inventory. You'd either put these berries in there, or narcotics, or biotoxin. And those will all help keep your thing down. Some things unconscious meter goes faster than others. So keep that in mind. Some things are just cowards and will run. See, like this guy here? These Phiomias, they won't fight you, they'll just run. So, let's say you want to catch him. Get out of Bola. You gotta let it wind up a little bit with R2. Shit. Okay, well, I don't have another one. If that would have hit, he would stay still for a while. And that'll really help you tame things. But keep in mind, not everything can be kept down with Ebola. So, the best way to tame things is honestly with a long neck rifle and the shocking trank darts. But it's gonna be a while before you get to those. And see, what you'd want to do is just shoot something with darts. And it's good to alternate between headshots and body shots for some things. Headshots would give you more torpor, but they also do more damage, so you have to watch out. You don't want to kill something when you're in the process of taming it. I could show you more taming stuff later. I just wanted to tell you the basics and show you the very basics of this game for PS4 when you first start, when you first respawn, because I know I wish somebody would have told me, because I was walking around here like a dumbass, not knowing anything and getting murdered constantly, respawning constantly. It was a nightmare when I first tried to play this game without any explanations for PS4. I mean, there's plenty for PC, but there is a huge learning curve, like I said, when it comes to PS4. It's just a little different. Just be aware that your whistle commands are gonna be very janky for PS4. Half the time they're not gonna listen. So, yeah, that could be a little shitty. I could show you whistle commands and everything soon. I won't show them in this video just because this is just the bare bones, just basic, very basic how to play stuff. X is jumping, you know, all that kind of shit. Square don't really do anything, just walking around. Circle your inventory. R2 to hit. And you see I'm just punching. Oh yes, one more thing before I go for this video. Look at that bottom right. All of those things, those icons are gonna be your indicators of your life, pretty much. And your dino's life. When you mount the dino, it'll get on the top. I'll show you with this guy. You see the top right? That has his health, energy, food, weight, and experience. And so yours is kind of mimicked on the bottom there. Only it's a little opposite. It goes experience, weight, dehydration, food, energy, and health. Your energy is, of course, your stamina for hitting, running, you know, sorts of heavier actions. Your health is, of course, very important. Don't let it go to 0. Whatever you do, just try not to die. And I know that's hard. You are going to die in Ark. Like, you're going to get killed. No matter how good of a player you are, there's always ways for you to die. There's always ways for dinos to sneak up on you when you're not prepared. Shit just happens. So just try not to die. Let me show you cooking and shit. You're gonna need that. This is just my buddy Zoo Guard right here. Where's that little campfire? There it is. Okay, so let's say you put down the campfire, access the inventory, put in some wood or thatch, or spark powder, but honestly, thatch. Oh, excuse me. Thatch is gonna work better for food because it won't leave charcoal. Charcoal helps make dyes and whatnot. Let's cook this meat here. So you just hit X, you know, drag it over. And down here, there's a little option that says light fire. Light the fire. And you could also do it here. You could put it out, light it again with triangle. Damn, that was loud. So yeah. After a few in-game minutes, which is kind of just a few seconds for us, it'll cook. And then you could take it and eat it. And that helps keep your ass alive. So, go over here. R2. There, you're eating some food. To get your waters real easy too. You just go over to some water and hit triangle, you'll drink it. If you have a canteen, come on. Maybe I shouldn't have made this long walkway here. Okay, so you go over here, triangle, and you drunk it. To fill up your canister, which mine's just on my hot bar, hit whatever combo button on your hot bar. Oh, there you go. There's kind of the basic controls of how to play. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if this video is kind of a disaster. I'm not feeling too well. But I still wanted to just start. Shout out to my peeps on YouTube, the ARC YouTubers that showed me everything, showed me how to play, that are just entertaining to watch. You know, they've got mods and kaiju and all kinds of shit. But I'm just dealing with normal vanilla ARC stuff for the most part. Oh, one more thing. Yes, I do use cheats, and it's only because I'm on single player. Single player doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. You could do whatever the fuck you want on single player. You could do what you want. So then I recommend cheating. I really do. Because, this game is really big. And it's really... It can be difficult to get all the resources when you're just playing by yourself. When you don't have a tribe to help do work for you, then that means it is all placed on you. And some shit can be so expensive to make that it'll cost you many, many metal ingots. Just a lot of metal, it could be a lot of crystal, like all kinds of shit that you would have to harvest yourself without help. So yeah, I say cheat to your heart's content. I only really do it for convenience. Like say if I'm out of trank darts, I'll just cheat some in. I mean, cheat how you want to. It's your game. If it's single player, then it is your world entirely. And that's why I'm building a big ass zoo. And these are only my first 2 exhibits. I'm gonna build it all up. I'm gonna build it all up here, all up there. I'm gonna go all over this lake and waterfall. It's gonna look nice when I'm done. It's gonna look real nice. See, I like building shit in ARC. I may not be the best at it, but I like building shit. I definitely can't build compared to, like, all the people with the PCs and with the mods, but I could still do a few things. Let me show you. Let me just show you these little exhibits I'm making for this zoo. And this is just like a little viewing area with the windows. You know, you could just peep on in. I got my little zookeeper doors so I could get in. Look, I got a resting area. This is just a Phiomia and Parasaur exhibit. Now, see, I'm just making this for fun and just because I want to. You don't have to make a zoo or nothing. You can just make your standard base and be happy with that. I have a few bases around here. But this is just a zoo. Just a zoo I'm making. Let me try to show you inside of this one. If I could get over here. See, that's the problem about building on hills. It could just make shit a little awkward. But, I mean, you can build on hills. Don't let no one tell you you can't. You can. It just makes shit a little more awkward sometimes. This place has stegos, patchy rhinos, shrikes, and kentros in here. They're all pretty similar, that's why I put them together. All just roaming and having fun. To make this more appealing, I would just turn the HUD off. Oh yeah, to bring up this wheel, you saw what I just did here. This is like your whistle wheel. You hold in circle for this. And of course you can like make yourself shit too. This is, yeah, it's just something you could do. I'll go over this whistle wheel later. It's kind of important, but not really. And if you hold in the PlayStation giant pad thing, I don't know what it's called, that'll bring up this. I don't know much about these tame ordering groups. I'm gonna admit, I really don't. I don't. But you could use this to toggle like your HUD and other things here. So how I'm moving around this, I'm holding down the pad in the middle, and I'm just moving the right analog. You're gonna need the right analog for these. It's kind of annoying. But then if you just release, it clicks the options. So there you go. See, now I'm in third person when I wasn't before. Alright, so I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna save real quick. So this is how I normally save this game. Get you a tame. One that you can ride on. Hit triangle to ride, triangle to get in a pop off, and it'll just automatically save it whenever you do that. I like to do it a few times, just to be sure. I mean, I don't really know how to make this game save without doing that. It kind of just auto-saves. But yeah. Thanks for coming to my video. I'm gonna try to make many more. I know this was kind of a disaster, but this is my second time trying to film this. Alright, thanks, and I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all later. Goodbye.